Hey guys, how you doing? It's me, Alan, here at LFC Redchat. So this is episode 3 of the comment show. Yeah, I'm getting fancy with my stuff now, episode 3. So if you want to get involved with the next comment show, so that's going to be episode 4, that will be on YouTube next Wednesday, because this is a Thursday, so because of the midweek Wednesday game that was just played against Bournemouth. You can get in contact with me 3 different ways. Either on Twitter at LFC Redchat, on Facebook by looking up LFC Redchat in there, or you can post a comment to any of my videos on the YouTube channel below. Hit subscribe if you'd like to. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by Christmas time, so if you want to do that, that's 3 ways you can get in touch. And that gives you a chance to be on the comment show. So the comment show, what is it? What's it all about? It is 30 to 45 minutes, or for however long that I go through all the comments and questions and everything else that's on my channel throughout the week. And it's just pure Liverpool chat, coming from you guys that watch the videos, me reading them out. You make up your own opinions on them, put your comments down below, as always. And I'll give you a little bit of my comments and what I think about it as well as we go through them. So, like I always say, get yourself a cup of tea, a cup of coffee. You know, you can pause the video right now, go run yourself, you can get you that. Because this is going to be at least 30 minutes, 45 minutes or so. Or just pure Liverpool fun. So let's get stuck in. I got my cup of tea this week. There you go. Nice and warm. Haven't tested it yet. Need to let it cool down. Okay guys. So, let me take you back in time. We're going to start, as always, start the comments in reverse order. Shows how fickle we can be as fans. So this is a very interesting one. Losing 3-0 to Man United at the start of this week, it would have been. And then going on, 5 days ago, Man United. Let's see, 2 weeks ago, blah 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 blah. Yep. Perfect. So it starts from the Man United game on towards this Bournemouth game that just came up. So this is going to be a good comment show. So stick with us and get comfy. Let's get stuck in. So the first comment on the YouTube videos comes from, and I don't know how you want your username to be said, but LOKJOJIOJOJJI. Okay, and he wasn't too pleased about my Man United preview show. He said, "You're so biased in this review, a shame really." Okay, so I went on and defended myself about it. Basically saying what he was most upset about was when I normally get to my preview show and I do player wants to watch, I offhandedly said, there's nobody good at Man United to watch. They're all fucking shit. Whatever. And he didn't like that. He thought it was a little bit too biased. To be fair, it is a Liverpool channel, so of course I'm going to be a little bit biased, but he wanted a little bit more, I guess, professionalism on my part, so I'm sorry about that. I stand by my comments. I think a lot of Man United players are very overrated. Liverpool played them off the park that week, that day. And then we lose silly goals. So moving on. Reese Oscar. So this was in the preview video towards the Man United one. So he had an interesting idea. Here it goes. "You might think I'm mad, but I would play Suso as a false striker in the game because Suso has pace and movement and can get behind Man United's defence. The Man United defence isn't the best and they do concede goals. I would not play Lambert or Balotelli because I don't think they will offer anything in terms of movement or pace, which is definitely needed in this game. So my team will be." So this was his team that was going to be against Man United. Mignolet, Manquillo, Lovren, Sacco, Moreno, Emre Can, Lucas, Markovic, Coutinho, Suso. Oh no, sorry, it's the way the YouTube does it. Markovic, Sterling, Coutinho, Suso. So he was close, he didn't get Mignolet right. I don't know if anybody would have picked Brad Jones, but yeah, he was close, and we did play that false 9 position and everything that everybody was going on about. Or we played it with Sterling instead. So this was after the game, 3-0 Man United. Dreadful result as the game went on. So this is Reece Oscar. He's back on again. He says, and just to give you a little bit of background before we go any further, if this is your first comment show, Reece does not like Brendan Rodgers. Well, I don't know if he likes him or not. He just doesn't want him to be the Liverpool manager anymore. Give you a little bit of background. Brendan Rodgers needs to get fucking sacked right now. His poor team selection, stubbornness, and favouritism is never going to stop. Players like Allen, Henderson, Gerrard, Skirtle, Balotelli, and most of all Glenn Johnson, who should be nowhere near the team. Why the fuck does Rodgers not give Emre Can, Markovic, Lucas a chance? We need to bring in a manager that can attract big names and a manager who has the courage to drop and get rid of all the deadwood players that we have. Now, to be fair to him, I would agree that players like Allen don't really offer you too much when you're going out and you're trying to score goals. He is someone that can at times control the game with the way that he passes. Backwards and sideways. Going forward, Allen offers you nothing, in my opinion. I'm not fond of Allen at all playing. People like Henderson and Gerrard, Skirtle, Balotelli may offer you something. So I'm not all on board there. But Rodgers does play favourites, and that's why Allen plays, and that's why Glenn Johnson plays. So he can play favourite at times. Enrique is another one of his favourites. But I agree with you. I don't know what Emre Can has done to deserve not playing that much. Markovic is now playing more games, as we've seen through the Bournemouth game. Lucas has had a good run in the team. He's back in the team again. I think he should have been in the team against Man United anyway. But he does need to get rid of a little bit of deadwood that's lying about Liverpool at the moment. Chrissy Kennedy. Let's see. Open up. To be honest, I'd say Rodgers is gone. I can't see him turning things around. He has to stop being stubborn, stop playing favourites, and not getting new coaches. Okay, so he wants new coaches in. For January, he would bring in a goalkeeper, Perrin. He would bring in centre midfield, Guerin, striker, Bonny, or Lacazette. Good points. I wouldn't mind the players that you're talking about there. I wouldn't mind them at all. I do think he needs to give Jamie Carragher a phone, or Jamie Carragher just needs to go down there and ask him when's he starting as a defensive coach, or I don't know, even a fucking video analysis. Give him some sort of fucking post down there, because he knows his stuff and he's proven it week in, week out at Sky Sports, what I get to see. So Chris Kennedy again, he gave Frank de Boer as manager and Cruyff as a director of football, and he was asking me what I thought about that. I personally said you wouldn't get both of them leaving Ajax. Now Ronald de Boer, Frank's brother, who I have personally seen in the flesh play football, and he's very good in his own right. Also seen Frank play as well when I was up in Kilmarnock living. Both of them are very... His brother says that Frank de Boer would leave Ajax in a heartbeat to go over and manage Liverpool. Which is fair. Liverpool, compared to Ajax, you do get more money to spend. Youth setup is similar in the players that you're producing. Yeah, I can see that, but I don't see two. If it was ever going to be, if Rodgers ever does get the sack, I don't see both of them coming in. Because I think Cruyff would want more control than that, and I don't think Cruyff really wants to leave Ajax. To be honest with you, I think he's settled there. Samuel Haddon, you were just asking where I put the Bournemouth game. I just did it backwards. I had a couple of other videos there, so that's for you, Samuel. Here's a good one. Oscar Velasco. And this was in regards to Ochoa. So if you didn't see my video, go watch my Ochoa video once you're done with this. But I was saying, I don't know if Ochoa is much of an upgrade on Mignolet. He's definitely an upgrade on Brad Jones, and I gave you a couple of reasons, whatever. So he wrote very nicely, Ochoa is still better than your whole shit team. I mean, you can't. Twitter's filled with them. Most of the time you get sensible comments on YouTube, but my God. Fuck off. Better than a whole team. Get a fucking grip. Okay, so this was on my 3-1 review video of Liverpool beating Bournemouth. And James Rayner had this to say. Thought Sterling played well, as did Markovic, to be honest. Agree with you. Agree with what you say about Jones, but I also think Mignolet is far from what should be a Liverpool standard goalkeeper. But I prefer him purely because he doesn't piss around in the box like Mignolet. If I'm honest, I still didn't like the team selection. I would have preferred to see Shan earlier, Sinclair, Ojo, or at least on the bench. Also, why hasn't Brendan given Samed Yessel a chance? We spent 1 million on him. It's good points. I don't know why none of the boys are getting a chance, especially up front, because we can't score any less goals. I don't think it's possible in the Premier League. So yeah, I would love to see the boys play a little bit more. On his comments about Jones and Mignolet, I think Jones does piss about in the box too much. The boy can barely even fucking kick it out when it comes back to him. And I'm not the biggest fan of Jones. To be fair, I'm not even a fan of Jones at all. I'm not even slightly a fan of Jones. I don't like him being in goals. He makes me a nervous wreck when I see him on the team sheet playing. I wouldn't even use him for cup games, if I'm honest. I don't think he's up to the quality. I've said it before. I think maybe yes in the Scottish Premiership, maybe yes in League One. Maybe at a lower La Liga team, maybe. One that's towards the bottom of La Liga. I also said it again. I wouldn't, if he was to go to the Scottish Premiership, I wouldn't even say he was Celtic quality. I would say it was a step below, maybe Dundee United, Aberdeen sort of quality. I just don't. You saw what he did. You saw how he let in the goal against Bournemouth. You saw how he dived the wrong way for Rooney's goal against Man United. He was duped again for Van Persie's goal, and was clueless for Mata's goal. He hadn't a clue what was going on. He just stood there. So for me, no. For me, he's a good few steps below Mignolet. For me, at least Mignolet's a shot stopper. Brad Jones isn't anything. James also went on to say, also great vids, Al. Thank you very much, James, because that really does mean a lot to me. Whenever people say stuff like that, it really does mean a lot to me, and it gives me the confidence to sit down here at 2 o'clock in the morning and record a video like this and talk to myself for half an hour, 45 minutes or whatever it is, and do it, So thanks a lot, buddy. Chris Kennedy. So right after the 3-1 win, Liverpool were straight away drawn with Chelsea. You should see Graham Souness's look at Jamie Redknapp. That is class. Boy's just like, for fuck's sake. But anyway, he says, bring on Chelsea. And I said, come on. Love to see that. Love to see us beat them. So James again, I think it is pretty much the same sort of comment that you said before. Why aren't we playing Yessel? Why don't we see more of Sinclair, Ojo in the Premier League? Why aren't more of these boys coming through? It's interesting. I think Brendan Rodgers a little bit tied with his hands are tied a little bit though with the players that he brought in. Stephen Duncan said, keep up the good work, mate. You never walk alone at the end of that. Thank you very much, Stephen. Like I said, they mean a whole lot to me. It gives me the confidence to come down here and sit down here and talk to myself for a little while. So thank you very much, buddy. The LFC 101, he's another YouTube channel on there. You make sure you go out and check him out. So search in your YouTube box, the LFC 101. He does a whole bunch of videos. It's a little bit more sporadic than my channel is. So whenever he does put one up, make sure you go ahead and watch it, because he's pretty good. Lazar Markovic. It's shown us why he should be a regular in the team. My man of the match, personally, I wouldn't have said that over Sterling. My man of the match was Sterling. If you watch my review video. Also, Shan and Barini need more minutes. Who are these players? Shan and Barini. Who are they? Barely seen them. I don't know why, to be honest with you. I have no answers for that. Why we haven't seen more of Shan and Barini. So Reece is back on again. So this was the 3-1 win against Bournemouth. Let's not start kidding ourselves here. We were playing a championship team who don't have any world-class players. Let's just see how Liverpool perform against Arsenal at the weekend. We will get battered by Chelsea in the semi-final of the Mickey Mouse Cup. I'm a realistic fan, and I think this performance and result is just papering over the cracks. Let's just see on Sunday against Arsenal how Liverpool perform and have Liverpool turn the corner, because I still want Rodgers sacked. So if you didn't get the chance to see my review video, I would highly recommend it. It's very good. But basically, I don't know if Reece is agreeing with me, or if or if I didn't communicate my point well enough. But I was pretty much saying the same thing. Let's not kid ourselves with this performance. Say, oh, this is it. Here we go, 3-1, perfect. A lot of fans are like, and I don't want to piss in your parade, to be honest with you. I don't. But for me, for large parts of the game, Bournemouth didn't look fucking interested. 53 passes or whatever it was before our first goal. Bournemouth didn't want the fucking ball. They couldn't care less at times. So I'm not getting carried away with it. I would love to see them against Arsenal, go in there, beat them, because that's a team that's in turmoil as well with their fans and all the rest of it, and Wenger out and all the rest of that stuff. So I don't want to get carried away with it. It was a lot of nice passing, a lot of easy through balls that we got on the end of, and we put them away like we should do. And like I said in the video, it's what we should have done. Let's not get carried away here. We should be beating Bournemouth 3-0 if it wasn't for fucking Brad Jones and letting in a goal. But yeah, we should be beating them that way. So Reece went on to say as well in a different comment, I want Brazilian goalkeeper Norberto Neto, who plays for Fiorentina. He is a top goalkeeper, just the type of goalkeeper that we need. He is a brilliant shot stopper and very commanding and has no weaknesses. He reminds me of David De Gea. So I hope Liverpool sign him, as we have been linked with him. So I looked him up a little bit. 25 years old, young-ish goalkeeper, 6'3", nice and tall. To be fair with you, I haven't seen any Fiorentina games this year so far, so I don't know him personally or really seen him. Brazilian goalkeeper always makes me think of the boy that was at Tottenham, and then Julio Cesar when he was at QPR, and when he was at Inter a little bit. Or where was he? Was he at Inter AC? I can't remember. But for me, Brazil don't really make that many good goalkeepers. Maybe he's the one. Maybe he's the good goalkeeper from Brazil. But yeah, I would stay away from a Brazilian goalkeeper. But he'll be one that I will look out for. He'll be one that I will sit and watch a game of, not YouTube highlights of him, because YouTube highlights would make me look good. But yeah, at least Reece is giving up options for us, something out of the norm, instead of the Ochoa chat that's been going on, or now it's Czech on loan, if you haven't heard that already. It's been doing the rounds that we're going to be getting Czech on loan. Don't know if I'll see that happening, Czech on loan. I'm going to dive into Twitter here in a little bit. Let me just pull up the comments. Twitter will do... How will we do Twitter? Twitter will do same way. Front to back. Let's see where we're going to go. While you're waiting, guys, so... What do you think? Comments down below. Make sure you put your comments down below. What are you thinking about the players and the team and the team selection, and if you thought the Bournemouth win was a good win that we can really thrive on from, or if you agree with me it's something that we should have done already. Okay, here we go. So Twitter, if you're on Twitter, give you a shout out of your Twitter handle so you can grow in followers and everything else if people like what you say. So that's good. If you want that also done, if you're commenting down like Reese or I know Chrissy's Twitter is on here, or any of the other boys that I've given out your comments, make sure you write in your Twitter name at the start of it, and then I'll be able to read it out so you can grow on a couple followers and all the rest of that. Okay, so we're diving into Twitter now. I'm at LFC Redchat if you want to follow me on Twitter. Trying to get up to 600 followers, that'd be nice by the new year. So if you're not already following me, hop on over there, give me a follow. Thank you very much. But we'll start. So this was a tweet that I made. So this is me. I'm surprised by the optimism of fans over Ochoa. He was without a club for a while before Malaga picked him up after a very good World Cup. So it's interesting to me that after 6 months or whatever it is from when they picked him up to January transfer window, that they'd be willing to still let him go for £3 million. So that's interesting to me. There's something there. Haynes, was that Portugeister? So it's Haynes 112377. I agree, and we continue to sign average players. We came second last season. Unacceptable that we signed no proven top class players. So this is going on the thread of that Liverpool are signing bang average players at the moment, and you know it's true. It's true that we do that. Here's another one from Rich at LFC Mellors, MELLORS Mellors. Why do people go mental about Sacco? Why do people go mental about Sacco at playing like he's our best defender in years? He's not. ... End of. I said it's, absence makes the heart think he's better than what he is. I believe it's called the Joe Allen effect. I wouldn't say he was a terrible defender, Sacco. I wouldn't say he was the best that we've ever had. He's somewhere in between. He is a £20 million signing from PSG. He was the captain of PSG before he came over. He's got something there. Maybe give him a good couple of games. I don't think he's ever had a good run of games, has he? Can you tell me? Has he ever had a real run of games in the team? I don't know. Maybe there's something there. I'm not losing hope on him yet. Jonathan, this is your time. I know you've been asking me how to get on here, how to get your comments read out. This is your comment here, buddy. So Jonathan, I believe, Jonathan, you've changed your Twitter handle, right? So it's at JCLFC94. Okay, so last night was the best performance I've seen since Spurs away. Yeah, sure, it looked like that. Yeah, I'll go with that. What do you make of Markovic and Lallana? I said I thought Markovic played exceptionally well. I thought he's shown us what he can do and why he was signed for £20 million. I thought Lallana had his best game in the Liverpool shirt by far that night. He would probably be my third in row for man of the match. I would win Sterling, Markovic, Lallana. 3 boys up front. All did their part. Did great. Fantastic. So Jonathan LFC, at JCLFC94, he went on to say, definitely, after my comments, definitely, hopefully Markovic starts on Sunday. I hope so. Who knows with Brendan Rodgers these days, who's going to play and who's not going to play, because I've actually taken that part out of my preview videos, if you've noticed. I don't even worry myself about who's going to play in the team, because it's fucking darts at a dartboard half the time, and formations as well. They're fucking throwing darts at players' faces. So yeah. So here's another one. Liverpool, Australia. At LFC_Australia. Curious how the front 3 changes when Sturridge is back. I like the idea of Markovic, Sturridge, Sterling. Incredible pace around these 3. Now, unfortunately for me, I thought he said Lallana instead of Sturridge, so I hopped on the wrong bandwagon there and totally fucked myself over there, making me look like a fool. But what do you guys think of that? Markovic, Sturridge and Sterling playing up front. I think that would be pretty good, nice and fast. Markovic can provide those balls that he played into Henderson for the header down to Sterling. Yeah, Sterling can finish on he can work on his final ball into the box. Yeah, that'd be great. Sterling for me at the moment is doing all the simple things right, running past people, going past, not dilly-dallying too much in the ball, trying to move it from foot to foot. I think he's doing all the simple things right. Scoring with his left foot is a totally different conversation, but I think he's doing all the right things right. So yeah, that's about it for the comments there. A lot of stuff there to talk about, a lot of stuff we went over. What do you guys think? Comments down below, make sure you put your comments down below, hit the subscribe button as well up on the top. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by January 1st, that'd be fantastic. If I make it there by Christmas, that'd be even better. But yeah, that'd be good. So a week in the life at LFC, you go to Old Trafford, you get beat 3-0, you go down to Bournemouth in the South Coast, you win 3-1. It's funny how emotionally tied we are to Liverpool and stuff like that. Because after Man United, I had no words really. I did the review video straight away just because I didn't want to have to linger and think about it all the rest of the day over here in the States. Because after that I still had a full day to go through. It's funny. I still look back at that Man United game and think, why are we not? And I look at the goal. It's a bunch of shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I think the result should have been the other way around. At least 3-0 to Liverpool. If we had a good goalkeeper in there, he at least saves the Rooney one, I would say, or at least dives the right fucking way. Van Persie one, I don't know what's going through his head at that point. But the Van Persie one, maybe you get someone that actually wants to go ahead and close Mata down. I don't know, it's crazy ideas that I throw out here. People want to close players down when you're defending, but yeah, a lot of different stuff. It looks like 2 games back to back with this back 3. No one mentioned that. It looks like Lovren is going to be hurt and out for a little while. Groin injury. I don't know what it is with all these groin injuries going at this time of year, but yeah. So everybody's going to get to see the boy Sacco if you keep on playing these 3 centre backs at the back. So Sacco's going to get a couple of games, it looks like. Sacco, Torre and Skirtle. For all intents and purposes, it looks as if Brian Jones is going to keep on going in goals. I hope not. I hope Mignolet... I don't know what Mignolet has done. Well, I know what he's done. But for him to be said, you're dropped indefinitely, I don't know. What's he said in training and stuff like that? Is he pointing fingers and somebody's just had enough of it? I don't know personally, I don't know. But yeah, so we had 3 at the back, playing with 3 up front. Henderson dropping back in that almost right wing back sort of role, going up and down. How do you think he's been doing? Comments down below. Has he been doing alright? He does okay, he fills in. It's not his position. For a team that's supposed to be rotating and supposed to be a squad nowadays and be doing all this, I don't know how we can have so many players being played out of position still. You're supposed to have a player for that position. Obviously Manquillo is pretty much a ready-made right wing back, because that's what he does when he's playing right back. He's all the way up the other side of the fucking pitch, and he should be tracking back as well. Moreno can do that as well, so you almost have it ready-made for those boys to be stepping in almost into midfield and running up and down. Instead of Henderson, maybe you can bring him back into his natural position, Henderson, but then you also want to see Emre Can be playing. You want to see, I don't know, does anybody want to see Gerrard be playing? I like to see him in a more advanced role. I think he could hang out with the young boys up top there, be the 3 across. I think he gives you more that way than he does sitting a little bit lower. here's another one. If you want comments down below on this one, I was watching. If you follow my Twitter account, I was watching the Juventus game today. I watched it for the first half, and I started watching it mainly because I wanted to see Tevez and Llorente and Pirlo. I was looking to see Paul Pogba just to see him, but he wasn't playing. And here's another one. I don't know why everybody's getting linked with Paul Pogba coming over to the Premiership. He's made it abundantly clear that he does not want to leave Juventus. He talks about how when he left Man United, Juventus were the only people that wanted him, and he's going to remain loyal to them. All he was looking for was a team to be loyal to, and Man United fucked that one up and let him go. But at least you have Januzaj, so you fucking worked out there, didn't you? Januzaj. There's one thing Van Gaal has done right. Realise Januzaj is a lump of shit. But anyway, so I was watching Pirlo, just watching him, how he moves and how he does everything. And I was thinking to myself, I looked up, Pirlo's 35, Gerrard's 34. Complete year apart, both born in May. Found that Pirlo actually had the same birthday as me, May the 19th. But yeah, I was looking at him, but what Pirlo doesn't have is he doesn't have the weight of the club on him, if you can catch my drift. He's not the captain. That's Buffon's responsibility, that's him. He's not been there his whole career. He was at AC Milan and stuff like that. He plays in the way that he doesn't have that responsibility of being a leader, which makes him seem nice and relaxed and on the ball and off the ball and jogging about and running about and all the rest of it. And when you look at him, when you take away the skill sets and stuff like that, fantastic passer Pirlo, fantastic passer Steven Gerrard, fantastic free kick specialist Pirlo, fantastic free kick specialist Gerrard. Leadership wise, it's more Gerrard than Pirlo. If people say, Gerrard can't play, he's too slow, he's this, he's that. Pirlo's about the same. And I would just wonder if I lived in Turin, I was following Juventus and I was doing all these videos for Juventus and all the rest of it. If they're over there saying, Pirlo's too slow, why is he in the team? We need Vidal and Pogba and and this and that and everybody in the team, why he should be dropped, why is he playing favourites and stuff like that. But again, the other difference is that Juventus are winning. Juventus are winning. They're winning leagues, winning cups, they're winning this, they're winning that. They're going through in the Champions League. So it's different. It's different in, how would you say it? It's different. It's different in uncontrollable circumstances. Is why I think that's why they're different players, are at least seen to be at different stages, I guess. Everybody's looking at Gerrard to see, how's he going to get Liverpool up, and how's he going to get them moving, and this and that, and how is he still good enough to lead the team and all the rest of it, and blah 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 blah. And Pirlo just doesn't have that pressure on him. He just seems carefree. He can loaf around the park and ping balls here, ping balls there, free kick, okay, bang, hits it and stuff like that. Little layoff to Vidal. It just doesn't seem to be the pressure on top of him. So yeah, that's why I was watching the Juventus game. I thought it was a good game. Vidal scored an absolute screamer. Just fucking bang, hit it. Yeah. Tevez scored again. You wonder what? I don't know. What were Man City thinking when they let Tevez go? You look at Aguero. The boy can hardly stay fit most of the time. He's in for a couple of games. He's out for a couple of games. It always seems to be. I don't know if it always is. Always seems to be his knees. And you just think about that. Knees and stuff like that. That shit just doesn't go away. It's always niggling. Knees and this and that, and hamstrings and all the rest of it. Tevez would have been perfect just to step in for him for this time. But now they've got Dzeko and they're using a young boy because Dzeko's got hurt as well. So I don't know. I think to myself, you know, how much would it be to get Tevez back? But I think he's happy out there and at Juventus. They all seem happy, the players. Another guy that we were linked with today that I saw again, been linked with him for a long time. I actually made a video about it. If you want to search my videos and talk about Benzema. But they're talking about Benzema coming to Liverpool. Maybe a £50 million deal for Benzema coming. And you can, okay, maybe you can see it, you know, in your wild. It's not your wildest dreams. It's, you know, it's possible. It's probably possible, sort of stuff. But you know, look at him, you know. Why does he want to come? Why would Benzema himself, you know, not thinking about Real Madrid and the money that Real Madrid can get for him and everything else? Why would Benzema go, okay, I'm winning here at Real Madrid. I'm first choice striker here at Real Madrid. I play with Ronaldo on one side, I play with Bale the other side. I've got Cruz and what's his name? I always said Markovic. Cruz and Modric behind me, you know, feeding me balls. I don't have the pressure of having to score all the time. I don't have the pressure of being the main man. You know, Ronaldo does that, and the second main man could be Bale or Cruz or something like that, looking towards them. And you got Casillas there, who's a leader. You don't have to worry about being a leader. You know, it's easy. It's easy for Benzema at the moment. You live in Madrid. Real Madrid, you wear the number 9 for them. Why would you want to leave that to come to Liverpool, to be the man, to be the guy, to have all the pressure, to have to score goals straight away, to have to do it in the Premier League, unless he wants to change. That's the only thing I can think. You know, I've been here at Real Madrid for so long. I want to go do something else. I want to go win somewhere else. And stuff like that. Maybe that would be the only reason why you want to go, why you would want to change. But yeah, that's about it. It pretty much covers Liverpool. Actually, I was going to do a couple of videos on what I just said, but I filled that into the comments video, so that was good. Thumbs up, guys, if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't like it. Comments down below, which will be added onto episode 4 coming up next week. And make sure you hit that subscribe button up above my head. I would love it if you would, and I'll be making sure that I get this video out to you and everybody around the Twitter sphere and Facebook and whatever else. So if you want to be kept updated with all my videos that I put out there. Preview show is really good, really informative. Tells you a lot about both teams before the game and stuff like that. Review videos, a little bit more opinion, commentary of what happened. You know, we follow a nice system. I think people start really like it the way I do it. You know, we go over our man of the match, and we talk about our upcoming games, stats and stuff like that. It's nice to look at the stats and you have like a video part of it, because I learn a lot from the stats, and you would as well if you would watch it. Just, you know, you would be able to see, you know, at Bournemouth we had 16 shots, and Man United, the game before we had, what was it here, 16 shots at Bournemouth, and I think it's 19 shots at Man United. So you can see a trend there going that we're taking a lot more shots. So yeah, if you like that kind of stuff, you know, there's a lot of opinion stuff, a lot of stuff to comment on. Gives yourself your own voice over all of this social media and all the rest of it. So yeah, top, good one. Okay guys, so I'll sign off. Like always, take care guys. Arsenal preview video will be up tomorrow night. Gives you all a Saturday to watch it before the Sunday game. And have a good one guys. Be safe, be happy. Christmas is just around the corner. I hope you guys have done Christmas shopping. I'm just about done. So yeah, have a good one guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.